Hello. So I am going to pin this one to my wall, and I want to come and speak to clients that are working with a practitioner or a witch, because there is a difference. A practitioner can be somebody that practices, but they may not necessarily be a witch. Okay, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're a witch. if they practice. It's the truth. Okay. Not trying to make a difference between the two. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying. Okay. I wanted to come and talk to you guys about beefs or drama that your practitioner or witch may have in social media. I would say probably about 70 to 80% of us have that happening to us. Okay. So, being that it's happening to Jamila, uh, does not mean that it's just happening to Jamila. It happens to all of us. Okay. We can get into beefs and drama with other people claiming to be practitioners, possibly because, they, I don't know why another practitioner would start beef with somebody, but mainly it's because of religious people. Mainly, a lot of our beefs come from people who are judgmental, who have nothing else better to do with their time. And most of the people that I have beefs with are unemployed and never been employed in their life, and clearly have a lot of mental issues. Okay. So I should be the least judged when it comes to that, because I've heard what some of these so-called competitors have had to say, and I just don't see how. But I wanted to come and talk to you guys about the importance of, first of all, the fact that you, right, myself as a witch, if somebody in social media does something to me or says something to me, I have every right to say something back. I am not employed by YouTube, nor TikTok, nor any of these websites. Okay. I am an authentic witch from Kansas City, Missouri. Born in 1977 on a Thursday. Okay. So I'm not somebody that's employed. I'm not a government employee. I'm not a church employee. I am 100% independent, self employed. And I've had a tremendous amount of stalking and harassment, mainly because of people's perversion, in particular males who want to sleep with other men, but who clearly have a crush on me, that are obsessed with me. Does that mean that I have to dry up and become old and unattractive and ugly? No, it doesn't. I don't have to ever grow old if I don't want to. I don't ever have to stop being me. Okay. If I want to come on here and give them my whole ass to kiss, I have every right to do that. Okay. Now that's the facts. But what I wanted to talk about is the proper etiquette. Like, if you're dealing with somebody, first of all, if you're dealing with a practitioner for well over 2 or 3 years and you keep coming back, clearly they're doing something right. Okay. Um, and so you need to learn proper etiquette when it comes to dealing with us, regardless to this stupid social media crud. We are still witches. We are still practitioners or occultists, and you should be very careful doing that, because the spirits that we work with can be very hinty about things like that. Now, for me, and for a lot of other ones of us, if a client came to us with some kind of judgment, or some kind of drama, our spirits, as long as you paid for the work, they're going to the work is going to work. Okay. Don't get caught up in the drama. Don't think you can disrespect us because of what someone else said. We didn't have to take you as a client. In fact, like most of the clients that I get, my spirits are like, oh Lord, oh God, here we go. Don't take this person as a client because this person has way too many issues and they don't have enough money, and they can see it within you that you're going to be unappreciative. You got to understand that when we are battling these spirits for you, it is extremely intense, and we have to have a strong mind to deal with that. And see, witchcraft and voodoo is not psychic attacks, even though there's psychic stuff that's used, but a psychic attack is a psychic attack. And a lot of what you see in social media is a psychic attack. A lot of y'all that are clients, don't need to be watching the drama anyway. They're not going to tell you anything or reveal anything. If you are into gossip, that's a problem within you. That's what they do to us. That's especially what the church does to us. They lie on us, they do smear campaigns against us. That's what they do. And just recently, as if you guys didn't know, I actually got raped by the church. I was actually physically raped, my body raped by a rapist and a stalker who used to call himself a witch hunter. So if you feel some type of way about me because of that, you need to check your morals because it was disgusting what that dude did. And I don't ask for nobody's sympathy, but I know whether or not you a good person or a bad person. I know the difference. If you think that by that dude raping me that it was justified and the stuff that he's doing, clearly is something wrong with you. Maybe you're racist, maybe you're sexist, maybe you have this underlying hatred towards witches that you're not being honest about, which I don't understand why would you have hatred for a person that is clearly helping you? That's ridiculous. I don't know if it's a pride thing or what it is, but it's misplaced. Which is why honestly, I don't accept clients that are like deeply religious anyway. Like with that religion thing, because I found those clients to be more difficult. I have. I found those clients to be difficult. And whenever you guys are doing consultations, you're doing an interview with us. And, some witches will ask you straight up, are you a religious person? Do you go to church every Sunday? Because what we're going to realize is that when we do the work for you, it becomes more work and harder work because when you go to church, those church spirits are already punishing you for whatever reason. You ate shrimp last week. You took the Lord's name in vain. You didn't rest on the Sabbath day. You was working some bullshit like that. So you're being punished for every little thing. You're being denied and delayed for every little thing already, but you want it now. But yet you want to maintain this relationship with that religion, which I've up until now totally respected. But I'm sorry, I can't respect that because what you're doing is you're saying, okay, I want this. And then you go and you discount all of the work. You go and you knock out all of the work. It's almost like you're trying to subconsciously prove that you can deny yourself of the things that you want, desire, and need. Okay. You're trying to prove something, and that's not what it is. If you're going to get spiritual work, You need to get spiritual work. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Okay, I had a client. This was like 5 or 6 years ago when I had this client, and this client was it was a court case. This client was in trouble for drug trafficking. Okay, I did the work. He got out of jail. He didn't pay me for the rest of the work. Okay, he got out of jail, didn't pay me for the rest of the work, and guess what he did? He went back to the church. Now, keep in mind, he did have an addiction issue. He didn't come to me for the addiction issue. In fact, I never heard from him again. He went back to the church. Guess what? I think it was maybe like 3 months later, he was in jail again. So, and when you do that, you put yourself back into that. You can't just, and then the fact that he didn't pay me, the fact that he didn't finish paying me, he owed me like $3,000 was left on his balance, and he didn't pay me. He did go to jail. It wasn't anything I did. Just, that's the result of going to church. First of all, he's a black man. I still don't understand why black men are going to church and into the Bible. I still don't get that, whatever. Okay. I still don't get that because clearly you're not getting what you need from that. And that church has turned a lot of black men into vampires. And they not gonna survive. Okay. They not. Because this ain't the Cullens and this is not Twilight. Okay. So, they turning themselves into mutants is what they're doing. I guess that's what I don't know, but it says very clearly in the Bible that black men are cursed by that God. And, and I mean, we all know that white men are cursed by that God too, but, so they go by everything that they do because they're followers. They're not fucking leaders, most of them. And, they'll say, well, if it's good enough for the white man, it's good enough for me. And it just doesn't make any sense to me, but what the fuck ever. Okay. Okay, because white men are cursed by that fucking Bible too. Whenever you get through, they suffer it and they curse by it. Okay, but especially black men, especially when it comes to slavery, it is a fact that when you are in prison, you are technically considered to be a fucking slave. You're a prisoner. Prisoner. When spirit sets you free, why would you go back to the same system that puts you in the position that you're in? But anyway, you know, that part right there. But let's get back to the social media stuff. There's going to be drama. You can't hide behind the drama. None of us spiritualists are going to lower our prices or either give you free work because they're having drama. We don't have to do that. That doesn't make our work less valuable because of some dipshit in social media. Stop and trust me, I can hear everything what y'all thinking. You're thinking, well, if she was really a witch, why can't she stop him from doing this and doing that? Really? Like, I've actually picked up on people saying that, and that's a part of their spiel when they are conning you. Well, she can't get them people to stop stalking her. She ain't no real witch. Really? Wow. And now that actually proves that I am a real witch. Because what are they stalking for? Half of them look like zombie vampires. Okay, half of them look like zombie vampires. It just is what it is. But that, aside from my situation, uh, stop thinking that you can, negate us or disrespect us or low rate us because of some person in social media. That's not right for you to do that. Okay. Anybody can come to social media, anybody. Trust and believe that if I had 1 million followers on here, man, it'd be people in my family coming out the woodwork talking shit. People are like that. People are generally crabs in a fucking barrel. That's just the way that it is in social media. That has nothing to do with your case or what we're doing for you. So I don't know where y'all getting this from. And I want to get on this part that I want to get on is clients that are going to more than one practitioner at the same time, too. That is a no-no. It can be done, but it's got to be done respectfully. It's got to be done respectfully, okay? And the thing of it is that we are dealing with these jackasses, these jackals for you. We're doing it for you. Now, it's funny. Let's get on Mike. Mike has told me your clients don't even appreciate you. Now, that's not true across the board. That's not true. But he's told me that before. And I've had one client that, for some reason, like clockwork, when Mike goes on his little vacations, this person starts to like harass me and be very disrespectful to me. It's literally at the same exact goddamn time. Is that a coincidence? No, it's not, because the client is watching what is going on. The client is even watching me, which is fine. All my clients can watch me if y'all want. I don't have anything to hide. Okay. Now, keep in mind that these people have gotten so meticulous that they're able to cover, first of all, they're able to cover up what they've been going through. Okay. In fact, Mike has not told me anything of what he's been dealing with, which has been a lot, and it's his own fault. He ain't told me nothing because, he knows that it'll be confirmation because he needs to get his shit together. That has nothing to do with the work that I'm doing for you. That a man and what a man is doing has nothing to do with the validity of the witch, also. That's another thing, okay, that I want to talk about because people that wanted to discredit me kept acting like, oh, well, why can't you do a love spell on him? And that's gonna take a lot more than love. In fact, love is never gonna be enough for that. Okay, to fix that train wreck. So a love spell, domination spell, that ain't gonna do nothing. And then that's why, as a witch, we don't even deal with religious disrespectfully religious men like that, because he clearly doesn't have any respect for women, children, life, or people. Because if he had any respect, he wouldn't be coming on here trying to scare you. But I've already told y'all, we've had this discussion. Don't ever let him scare you, ever. He's the adversary. I'm going to tell you straight up and down, the reason why Mike does what he does is so that he can put fear in the hearts of people. He's a very sick, very sadistic person. I can't hold you down if you're not giving me loyalty and respect. And I do deserve respect, especially some of the stuff I've done for y'all. I've had clients to where they've been owing rent for 2, 3 years now. And landlord ain't put them out. So spirit is holding you down, and you're dogging me out thinking you can disrespect me. That's not cool. So a lot of us do have beefs in social media. The church is beefing with us, which I don't know why. That's so dumb and childish. I don't get it. I don't get it, and I don't give a damn. I'm not afraid at all. Mike don't scare me at all. His vagabond spirits don't scare me at all. None of that shit scares me. In fact, Mike is going to find out that it's going to backfire on him. Trust me, it is. Okay, this is a man that we all suspect, me and one of his sisters suspect, killed his own mama for her life insurance. You're going to listen to him? You're going to listen to a man that literally put his mother in an early grave because he's too much of a broke bum to get a fucking job? This man is 48 years old, turned 48 years old. He's never had a fucking job in his life. And then when he decided, I'm tired of being broke, I'm tired of just living off of this disability, my mama got to die so I can get some money. And like, you going to listen to him? Any of them, any of them. Any of these heckle birds that y'all be listening to. Okay, I'm telling you for your own good. These people are trolling. I'm not trolling. I'm serious as a heart attack. Okay. Hey, Stefan. Yeah, I'm serious as fuck. And just because I cuss, the high priestess doesn't mean priest like of the church. The high that person that was trolling me early this morning was like, I thought you were a high priestess. Why are you talking to me like that? It's like, I am not a fucking nun. I am not a Christian. I can cuss. I can do whatever the hell I want to do. If you don't like it, if you don't like me, oh well. Shit, some of these bad spirits that be on y'all hill, they got to be cussed out. And I don't cuss you out, of course, but like during the rituals, sometimes we gotta throw in a couple of fucks there. Hell yeah, everybody wrong. And I'm one of the nicest people that you know, but I'm not gonna be taken advantage of just because these people are harassing me. And it's the same people. Yeah, uh who cares, this they are from another realm. Don't get sucked into that stuff. The reason why people get sucked in sometimes is because ain't you noticed how stupid and crazy they are? Ain't you noticed how I've said so many times I'm the only one qualified to give spiritual advice? I have sat and watched Mike become possessed so many times. He does a lot of crazy shit, says a lot of crazy shit. Okay, that doesn't have anything to do with you. And these trolls in social media have nothing to do with your spiritual work. In other words, is what I'm saying. So that's not the trolls, and Mike is not going to give you a way of getting free or reduced amount of work. In fact, a lot of my clients are so respectful. They'll tell me, they'll say, you know what? I want to be able to pay full price. I want to be able to pay you what it's worth. How much is it? They're not like you can't allow the trolls to, you can't do that. If that's the case, then just go to the trolls and have them do spiritual work for you. See how that works out. You think Mike, who's been coddled his whole life, you think he's competing with me? He wouldn't know the first thing. He's lit. Okay, first of all, it took him 6 years to get me to meet up with him with a love candle. I don't know who's waiting 6 years. Number one. Number two, he knows nothing about money manifestation. His mama had to die for him to get money. A whole person had to go away. That's sad, ain't it? Just because he's a lazy bum. And a lot of them are lazy bums. A lot of them are. You know, my clients typically have jobs. They're not lazy bums. In fact, some of y'all have jobs that I got for you during the recession, during the pandemic. Some of y'all, I held y'all down and floated y'all and kept y'all head above water through the whole pandemic. And for you to betray me, my spirits is wanting me to cut people off. And I will. Because some of y'all, I did a lot for you. And you can sit up here and say, oh, well, I'm Christian. It's a lot of unemployed, sick, dead Christians. Okay. So I don't even want to hear it. Okay. I've been meaning to have this discussion. I've been too busy. It's time for people to understand that. Yeah, they're haters, they're trolls, they're idiots. They're the same personality types as some of y'all enemies. They do the same thing that y'all enemies do to y'all. Hate, try to drag you down. You think they can drag me down? And they're very lower vibrational, which is why I've told y'all not to listen to them. Okay, everything that Mike does is lower vibrational. Everything that he does. His spirit is lower vibrational. Mike is a very, very toxic person. He don't affect my energy. He ain't convinced me of shit, and he never will. And he ain't convincing my spirits either. Because trust me, he's already asked my spirits to abandon me. Every spirit that I've came on here and talked about, which is why this one spirit gonna sneak up on him. Every spirit that I've talked about that I work with, Mike has tried to go to that spirit and tell that spirit to abandon me. And they're not gonna do it. If Mike had any power, his mom wouldn't have had to have died. And I'm sure that lady was a sweet lady. I'm gonna be honest with you. I believe his mom was a very sweet lady, very loyal to her children. She may have she was very respected at the church that she went to as well. Okay, they called her Sister Denise. That's his mama's name. And he totally disgraced his own mama. And not for me. I wouldn't if she'd have met me, I could have healed her kidneys if she'd have met me. He never want to introduce me to her because he knew that I could probably help her. Okay, so Mike is a piece of garbage. That's a fact, and he does not care. He's letting people know he doesn't care. He has no respect for women. He never respected his own mother. And a lot of you guys are going to have to get past that. And all those people, Talia, Rio, and all those people are the same exact way. Hell, you never know what happened to Rio's mama. He might have knocked her off his damn self. Never know with these people. I'm not accusing him of that. But I know for a fact that Mike told me that his own sister, accused him of killing their mama. Tried to go to the police about it. He know I ain't lying on him because he told me that. He was at a vulnerable point a few years ago and he told me that. And the reason why I'm exposing him is because of the dumb stuff he's been doing. But you know what? That dumb stuff that he's doing has nothing to do with spiritual work. No matter what Mike says, no matter what he does, it's still going to be what it is. Okay? And he ain't right. He ain't no damn good because He be running around here sticking up for my slumlord because he's a deadbeat. Okay, and that's very serious. And you can tell that he obviously has vagabond spirits on him because, 2 years ago, he was ready to abandon ship and move to Florida somewhere. He all over the place. You can't. And most of my clients are either just like me or striving. The reason why I'm in the situation that I'm in with my landlord is because I'm very loyal and stable. When I moved into this house, I was planning on buying a house from here. And the landlord was so unstable. And a lot of these landlords are unstable. A lot of them are. They'll try to purposely create instability. And that's a huge issue that society in itself is dealing with right now. It's a big deal. You better go look that up. Stop looking at Mike. Stop looking at that sector and go look up what these landlords and these large corporations are doing out here buying up properties. Okay. They out here, they got good credit. They getting these blanket mortgages. And if the house doesn't sell within a certain time frame, then they'll rent it out. It just so happened that my house is very haunted. But I get along with all the spirits in this house. Okay. A lot of people are haunted. And as your spiritualists, we have to wrangle their asses. We make it look easy, but it's not. And when you're giving us grief, that does no good. I'm going to say this. This is going to be my new motto: tip your witch. Okay? Tip your witch. Because those of us that are true and genuine, we go through a lot for you. And a lot of us care. A lot of us care about you. We don't, we want our money, but we do still care about you. When you hurt our feelings and stuff like that, that's not right because we stick our necks out there for you. Some of us go to hell and back for you. Okay, to make sure that you all right. Somebody lazy and selfish like Mike, they not gonna do nothing for you. Okay, and you don't go to those people. Don't you ever go to those people and snake us for them. Because guess what they do? They turn on you. They got spiritual rabies. They ain't got no loyalty for nobody. Okay? So don't ever do that. Loyalty used to be something that was valued and appreciated. And, you know, apparently there's a reality where disloyal people are receiving loyalty from anybody, which is kind of ridiculous when you think about it. So you got people that are out for vengeance, but they have no loyalty. And that's because they stupid. Don't be stupid. Okay. So a lot of us have drama. I see it's people making videos about me every day. I don't have to sit and watch those people every day. You think I watch that every day? You think I sit and listen to these people? I don't. I be over here working. When I come on here and make a comment, first of all, I don't even have to listen to them to know what they're going to say because they've been given their script and their script is dead. Okay. And I'm saying this to all newcomers as well. all newcomers to the situation. Okay. Y'all need to realize what they are doing. Now, somebody like me, who is one of the most stalked witches in social media, I'm gonna tell you straight up and down. They have parasitic, like almost vampiric spirits. A lot of them do, and they don't take nothing from me. But you watching and listening, they taking from you. That's why their numbers have been reduced. Y'all come over here and y'all get a lot of good energy. You go over there, your energy is being sucked away. I'm not going to be used and abused because of these people. I'm not going to do it. I have every right not to do that. And if you're a client that is showing me that you are being taken or hadeth by these people and they stupid words, and you feel like, oh well, I don't feel that this person is worth anything. Us having beefs in social media, that doesn't mean what's going on in our house. Why do y'all think Mike tried to prove that my house was nasty and all this stuff when all he showed you was a bunch of bottles and candles? He's a sick person. I don't know what his problem is, and I don't care. So, all of that is being done because, to be honest with you, I think that with Mike, his main thing is his toxic so-called masculinity. And he thinks that he's got the gout or the goddamn clout to ever punish me. But what he gonna realize is that I'm a witch. And he already know what the deal is. There have been plenty of times where me and him done got into it, and I done told him, I said, now look, because he came to my spirits and asked them to help him sell that house. So my spirits did him a favor. In the middle of a recession, we was having a recession during that time. Okay, that doesn't mean go tip them. Did you notice how he was over on his channel trying to collect money by telling lies about me? Yes, the entire thing, the disagreement between me and my landlord is very real. So he's on here trying to collect donations when for me when really it's for him. He wants to, he's an idiot. That's called exploitation. Now, my situation is very unique and complicated, but I'm a very unique and complicated person, my damn self. And I don't get distracted. Like, that's what the energy of vagabonds gives to you. It's like a distracting energy. It's like a real foul energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes you nervous and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I come on here and I say that I got spiritually attacked, all of us spiritualists have to fight off attacks. That's not just me. They may not talk about it, but I talk about things to educate. Okay, because I'm a teacher and I'm always 1,000,000% transparent. So, I can't speak for every witch on here, but I'm saying the ones that I have a professional courtesy for, the ones that I respect. Y'all got to understand what we are actually dealing with. And, sometimes we, after we get through battling some of that energy that y'all dealing with or battling a spiritual enemy, we be tired and ready to go to sleep. It's not, it ain't always easy. And some of y'all got death magic on y'all. Some of y'all have been having death magic on y'all since the beginning. And here we are working with you. Whereas if you were to go to the church, they would reject you and go home and tell you to go home and die. So, whatever. Okay. You know, like I said, me and my family, I have demonic satanic protection from death and sickness. So, and I don't want to hear nobody, well, if it's your time to go and God says it's your time to go up, that's between me and God. That don't have nothing to do with nobody else. Okay. But I will tell you that um there are spirits out here that will take a person out, because if somebody's messing with your livelihood, they messing with your life. So out the gates, you already know not to listen to these trolls. In fact, this is an order. Every client is not allowed to watch. Don't watch that stuff, because you're already vulnerable and I'm working with you, working on you. You don't need to be dealing with that. I can deal with that. I got all kind of jars and stuff over here. I got like I have several layers of protection. Several. Compared to maybe what you could afford was maybe one or two layers. I've got several. So I can do that. You can't do that. In fact, focus on your life. Don't focus on these people. Don't focus on my broken relationship with Mike. Don't focus on his supposed new girlfriend that is stalking me more than him. Clearly, she got some kind of girl crush on me. Clearly. Okay. And, a lot of people can't stand people like Mike. And there's a lot of people. Mike just don't know how many people want him to die because they sick of this shit. He just will not stop. But he doesn't necessarily have to die. You have to learn how to ignore him. And if you can't ignore him, you need to brush up on your psychic skills, or either ask me, if you can't ignore a troll, then you need to do some self development. And don't try to tell me to ignore nobody. Don't tell me how to deal with the situation. Don't sit up here and go, oh, well, you're unprofessional because you're no, no, nope, no. Mind your business. Okay. Mind the business that pays you. I'm saying that to the clients. And if you feel like you don't want to be a client or whatever, or you feel like that's not good enough for you, then don't do it then. Y'all realize that Mike has been stalking me with the same people in social media since 2012? So what difference does it make? Ignore it. And if you into drama, I feel sorry for you. Because a lot of y'all don't have time to be into drama. I'd rather y'all educate yourselves spiritually and learn personal development before you do all that. Y'all wasting time. And so far, I only have one client, and then they were talking about these people are so far off in people's business. They was talking about my sister, One EQ. I know exactly what's going on with One EQ, why she has not been here, and all I gotta say is that she'll be back, and it ain't nobody's fucking business. And no, she is not trolling. No, she is not. And I know that for a fact. So, these people need to mind the business that pays them. But I mean, think about it. Stupid is and stupid does. When you listen to dumb people that's dumbing you down, and then that's just like Santa Martha. Oh my God, I wish that y'all could talk to people that are from her culture. She is so highly revered. Like, a lot of y'all, when Santa Martha, when she's willing to help with y'all case, y'all need to consider yourselves very lucky. Okay, like, don't even play like that. In other words, don't not take us seriously ever, especially with me. Don't judge us and see there's other people out here that don't have these beefs with these people, and that's because they formed an alliance with them. And I'll never form an alliance with Mike. Mm-mm. Because he is who he is in social media, and I don't respect the person that he is in social media. Very unstable. One minute he's apologizing to me, the next day he's dropping revenge porn. Come on now. And then here's another thing. Just because some of y'all know things about me sexually, that don't change nothing. I'm a woman. I have sex just like every other woman. Okay, ignore these people and you'll be okay. Unless it's somebody that I give credibility to, I wouldn't even pay them. Don't even pay them no mind. And some of them will. Some of them have been trying to light candles. You know what they'll say? They'll be like, "Oh, I'll do some." You contact them. Well, you got $25. I'll do something. No, no. You you can send 25 as a donation if you want, but please believe that spiritual work is worth so much more than that. Don't even play with us. So you go have a troll do some work for you. I can guarantee you it ain't gonna work out. I can guarantee you. Because that's really what they want. That, Mike is trying to use me for advertisement for his so-called spiritual business that he don't have. Think about it. If a woman that was involved with him intimately is willing to fight with him in social media, what type of person you think that is? You think that's a good person? You think that that's somebody that you can trust? And then let's not leave out the fact that on YouTube there is a group of men. Like I said, I'm not somebody's nigger slave. Okay, if you ever regard to me as something like that, my spirits are gonna fucking be very upset. They don't like that shit. And we're not talking about just my black ancestors from the Congo and all that shit. No, I have very powerful Native American shaman ancestors. You know, a shaman is basically a male witch, basically. Okay, that's what a shaman is. You know, and it's a lot about that y'all should be learning. Number one, you know, a lot of y'all came from shamans. Who was your father? And the shamans give birth and produce witches. It's kind of weird when you get a man that is a shaman and he don't like his daughter to practice witchcraft. The ancestors are really, really laughing about that. They think they're stupid. Shamans were not Christians. And a lot of these men are running around here mixing shamanism with Christianity. And if you're a shaman and you're a man and you're a Christian, please believe that you're just basically working with your enemy, your adversary, asking your adversary for forgiveness or some shit like that. Like a lot of our ancestors, like, yeah, no man, because I see my ancestors, I see them in real time. Okay, doing their practices and doing all their work and stuff, and they don't get down with no Christianity, honey. They see it as a man-made religion. Okay, and a lot of y'all have issues with y'all father or the men in your family. They're shamans, and you got shamans and witches in the family, and they sitting up here trying to judge you for being a witch. It's a sexism thing. We don't deal with that shit in my utopia. That shit is canceled. That's the dumbest thing ever. That's just I can't with the stupidity. I really can't. And I don't have any fucking patience for it either. And if you're a client that doesn't understand that, well, I was raised Christian and I can't think any other kind of way. I've never had a client say that to me except for one. And I seriously ended up having to drop this client because, you know, witches don't pray to Jesus, honey. Now, I've seen witches that are witches, born that way, that take up with that religion, but it's always short lived. Okay. Just just saying. Okay. So, anyway, it is what it is. Like I said, it is what it is. I'm gonna burn some of this mugwort is what I need. I gotta go, y'all. I will see y'all later. Cause there's some real foul, funky energy going on, and I don't like it. And I ain't got to have it. You still need to respect me and respect your spiritualists, even though on YouTube they're disgusting. The people that they chose to harass me are disgusting rapists. Those are the worst. A goddamn rapist. Y'all should, it shouldn't be no question, unless you're a rape apologist, which there's a lot of people that are. I'm not. I stand firmly behind I stand firmly for the divine feminine. Okay? In that situation, baby. And it serves me because the divine feminine respects and loves me and always has my back. Okay? Along with the divine masculine. So I'm good with it. Okay? So, anyway, I hope that this helped. It clarifies some things. First of all, second of all, oh, let me just go over this real quick. Energy can be transferred via air. which is internet, which is ether. Okay? So their energy travels by air. Now, if if I'm getting rid of their energy, which I do all the time very quickly within 3.3 goddamn seconds. And if I'm getting rid of their energy and you're a client and you're watching them and you're collecting that energy in your spirit, okay? And you're actually doing that, you're actually collecting that energy, and then you're gonna come and bring it back to me after I already cleared myself. So that's another reason why y'all need to stop watching that stuff. Unless you and so a lot of people say, well, don't you have protection around your clients? Uh yes. However, y'all have free will. And sometimes y'all will is very weak. It's got to be very weak. Anybody that act funny towards me because of Mike, oh God, honey, you need to get it together. Seriously. You got to get your shit together. Sorry. Anybody that feel any type of way about Jamila because of Mike, you clearly have no respect for. Oh my God, I got to take a picture of this moon. Ooh, and it's in a crazy spot. Be right back, y'all. All right, y'all, I'm back. I got some very captivating pictures of the moon just in a perfect spot. Was waiting on me. Moon was waiting on me to come out here. Oh God, that fresh air feels so good. Oh, I'm outside, y'all. Yeah, y'all need to separate these people, especially these trolls and stuff. And see, I don't be dealing with a bunch of trolls, not for business purposes. The trolls don't really serve me with my business. That I'm not saying anything negative or that like I hate trolls or whatever. I'm not saying that because some of them are actually pretty decent people. You know what I'm saying? And a troll is basically somebody. Typically, a lot of the times they don't want to be seen. They just want to kind of be there for whatever drama it is or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't have anything against all trolls or whatever, but I don't use them. I don't pay people to say lies about people. Okay, that's very disingenuous. I don't come on here trying to steal clients or steal nobody's shine. I got plenty of my own. But I'm not going to be holding on to no clients that are like that. I'm not going to do it because, and I can always tell this one client, and she wouldn't deny it, but it's like you done went and listened. Like, that's a very scary thought for me to only listen to about 3 minutes of what my adversaries say, but as a client you're listening to the whole thing and taking it in, and then you're coming and you're regurgitating it to me, and that, no, no, that's not, that ain't gonna happen. I'm sorry, I can't, I don't even listen to that mess. And if you feel like these people or some kind of proof of that witchcraft is bullshit or something like that, then you must have you got some issues, hon. You do. Yeah. So uh I'm about to drink me some milk and cook and eat these cookies and relax and go in my bubble. Okay. Yeah, don't do that. That's the last thing I want to say. Don't go and collect a bunch of negative thoughts and negative thought patterns and bad energy from people online and then come and bring it to me, because that's exactly what ends up happening. Okay. If you can't, if you're, and a lot of y'all are very empathic and y'all absorb energy really quickly, and that's not my problem or my fault. It's not my job to control every grown person that's on the internet. But I will tell you that they have extremely bad toxic energy. They have nothing positive to offer to me or you. Okay. And that's for your own good. Stop watching these people. In fact, I'll try to do work to do it, but you got to discipline yourself. You got to have some kind of discipline. I don't even like, I don't even see how, because a lot of my clients are like, I don't listen to that negative stuff about you, Jamila, because I love you and I respect you way too much to listen to that crap. But I know this one client, for some reason, this lady would just sit and listen to Mike but wanted to keep a client relationship with me going. And I was like, no, we can't do that no more. Okay. All right, y'all. That's pretty much it. If you feel like you don't have to respect me because I'm a black nappy headed bitch, oh well. Oh well. Okay. And you can go on down the road then. I think that that's very ignorant and that sucks, but whatever. Okay. All right, y'all. I will see y'all later. Y'all have a good one, okay? All right. Tip your witch. Tip your witch. Okay. And stop. And definitely don't gossip about us either. Don't. Mm-mm. Not cool. Okay. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Blessings. Bye bye.